Guys, width with a parallelogram, with a rectangle, we just measure the sides, right? Just the length and the width, and that is our measurements. With a parallelogram, the length or the base is we measure one full side. Now, when I'm measuring the height or the width, this is very important, so definitely pay attention. With a parallelogram like this, I do not measure this side. The height is a right angle from the base. This is what's going to give me my height. Not the side, definitely not the side. Starting from the base all the way, so from one side of the base all the way to the other side that is the same length as the base. So I can also make this my base if I wanted. So this is my base. Now my my height is not going to be just going from here to here. It needs to make a right angle from the parallel lines. So these two lines are parallel, starting here, going to the other one, and the line must be perpendicular, must have that right angle to make the base. I've got for you this sheet. We are going to create a formula for parallelograms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Are we doing which thing? The fourth. The fourth thing, the solving area problems? Yeah. I intend to, sure do. Everybody open up your math journals to page 236. Guys, page 236 is what we're looking at. Guys, students, so I can make your All right. I've just passed out to your tables page 260. Voices off and eyes on me just for a second, please. I've just passed out page 260. We are going to be using this we're going to be cutting out the shapes on this page. Landon? No.
There's a water spill.
Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry, you're okay then. All right, so you're going to be cutting out, there's 2 copies of each parallelogram, so if something happens and you mess up the first one, you are able to cut out the second one instead. What you're going to be doing is we are going to cut out our parallelograms. I need my scissors. For example, I'm going to cut out parallelogram A. I'm cutting it right on the lines. So that's the first thing I want you to do. I want you to cut out one of parallelogram A that I just handed you from this sheet. I'm coming around to make sure that you're doing this and to help if you need it. Cutting out just one. The second one's just an extra just in case there's a mistake. So guys, just so you'll just cut out just one.
And the second one's
Exactly. Thank you. So you're cutting out this one right here. Oh, and you can cut that.
Why don't you just find scissors?
Like that.
No, that's what it
You're cutting out the second one's just an extra. You can just cut right in. So you're cutting right around the edge of the parallelogram. Yep, you're doing it right, Megan. You got this. Yep, you're cutting right around the edge. You guys can work yourselves. I'll cut out your parallel. But you guys take care of that. Excuse me, dear. Backpack. I'm not ready. Just leave it on the side. I'm about to start something. All right, guys, I'm waiting on the computer to warm up. It was turned off from the iStep, so I'm waiting for it to turn on. But what I want you to be doing, guys, you are going to take your rectangle, or excuse me, you're going to take the parallelogram. I said the right shape. Parallelograms. You're going to take the right parallelogram and you're just going to set it down for a second. Keep it where you can find it. And I want you all looking at page 236. Number 1 on page 236 says, now look at yours. Number 1, it says, you're going to measure the base and you are going to measure the height. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Everything's all moving around. Camera. Okay, I don't want to erase my notes. All right. I don't want to erase my notes, so I'll try to make this as clear as I can. And if I need to erase, I will. Number 1, page 236. Everybody should be looking at that page. Parallelogram A, which we just cut out. So the base is going to be just along the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My base is 6 centimeters on this one. Now, I'm going to be measuring my height. I'm not going to measure the side of the parallelogram. I am going to start at my base, and I'm going to create a line that is perpendicular from the base to the exact opposite side. And this sheet has perpendicular lines already set for us, so I can just use that. 1, 2. So my height is 2 centimeters. Now, the way we figure out the area of a parallelogram is, with rectangles we multiply the base times the height. For here, again, we are multiplying the base times, right here, base times height. You can also just say B times H. So, knowing that my formula, is my base times my height, and with this parallelogram, my base is 6 centimeters, my height is 2 centimeters. How would I figure out what the area is using my formula that I have here, Naz?
You times 6 times 2.
Why 6 times 2?
Because 6 is the base
6 is the base,
and 2 is the height.
and 2 is the height. And so what is 6 times 2? JT, what's 6 times 2?
6 times 2 is 12.
6 times 2 is 12. Something very important. It's already written in here for us, but whenever we are listing area, we must always, 100% of the time, list the units squared. So the area of this parallelogram is 12 centimeters squared. Now, I want you to take your parallelogram A that you just cut out. I wanted you to take your scissors, and you are just going to cut it along one of the perpendicular lines. I'm going to come show you so you can see up close what I did.